Hello, this is Draco Flame 67, and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. This time we are fighting the Clumsy Assassin, and her partner, the Guardian Wind. Now, this fight, considering that you get ambushed with it at the end of the Osa Trail, where the save point is halfway through, and the closest place to heal up is all the way back in Triet. Thankfully, both bosses have fairly low health, and neither of them can use any magic, but they both can hit pretty hard. And the assassin can enter overlimit. And from my experience playing this game and watching some other versions of this fight on YouTube, I think that it's for the best to focus on the assassin first, because she can get into overlimit, and if you're trying to focus on the Guardian, she will combo on your healers and kill them very quickly. And since that was the Mania Mode fight, this is the Mania Mode file. I'm going to load up the normal mode file, and you'll see that the party I chose for this fight is Kratos on point, so I'm going to be taking control of Kratos, at least for the start of the fight. And I have Void, Colette, and Rain. Genus is sitting this out. Why? Because I think Kratos has Kratos's toolkit makes him best able to deal with the assassin, and I need another hand. I don't want to be healing and attacking at the same time, so I brought in Rain as the healer. Meanwhile, Lloyd and Colette are going to be on scatter to try to the best of their ability to deal with the Guardian while I focus on the assassin. And then once I've defeated the Guardian, I'm going to swap to Lloyd, who I think has a better matchup against the Guardian, and Kratos will start casting magic. So for the first phase of the fight, since Lloyd is level 11, he has Tempest, which allows him to hit enemies in the air pretty well, and the Guardian is in the air by default. For that reason, I've turned Demon Fang off, because Demon Fang, while it's a great move, it's stuck to the ground, and it can't hit enemies in the air. Same deal with Aqua Edge. So I've turned Demon Fang off. He can use any of the others. Colette, while she has learned Angel Feathers, she spends a long time casting. It's not going to. She'll be vulnerable. So I'm leaving her on Ray Thrust and Pow Hammer with all my skills instead. And then, hold on. How are my tech setups for control? I'm gonna switch to Rain first aid instead of Kratos first aid. Yeah, okay. Now, there's not a lot I want to talk about Guardian X skills for the normal mode version of the fight, but I have switched Kratos and Lloyd off from Magical and Sharp Eye to Strong and Tough, respectively. It takes more than one fight to move the slider all the way to the other end. So while I do want them both to be T-type, switching them to S for one fight isn't going to be a big deal. Since I'm using Kratos in melee, I switched from magical to strong to deal a little more damage. And since and I think for this fight in particular, it's better for Lloyd to be tough, to have more defense, than it is for him to be sharp-eyed. And as for status, the only change was actually to Genis's title, because between the Seal of Fire and this boss, Genis got the title Magic Cycle. You get this by using one spell from all of Genis's core 6 elements: fire, wind, earth, water, ice, lightning, in one battle. And Genis can get this title as soon as he learns Icicle at level 11. And I recommend you get Magic Cycle as soon as possible. The moment Genis learns Icicle, get into a fight with everyone on hold position and just have him and just use shortcuts so that he casts all 6 in one fight. Because Magic Cycle boosts TP and intelligence. So, Mana Master is not available until the very end of the game. Magic Cycle is a very early game version of that title. Not as good, but it still gives him his 2 most important stats. So, Magic Cycle is extremely useful, especially early on in the game. Get it as soon as possible and set it as soon as possible. I think that's all for my prep. I will see you at the fight.
I won't be caught off guard this time. Prepare to die. Time to die! I got it! Are you okay? First aid!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Are you okay?
Demon
First
Fang!
aid.
Demon Fang!
I got it!
Demon Fang!
Hellhammer!
Demon Fang!
Are you okay? First aid!
Sonic Thrust!
Sword rain!
No way!
Hellhammer!
Sonic
Damn.
Thrust!
Rain!
Tempest!
Take this!
Tempest!
Wind Blade!
No way! Tempest!
Take this! Fireball!
Rain thrust!
Tempest!
Are you okay?
I think that is the best version of normal mode Clumsy Assassin that I have ever done. See you in the Mania Mode fight. Alright, so this is the Mania Mode file. And the strategy for the Mania Mode version for the fight, well, since the strategy for the normal mode version of the fight works so well, I'm going to do a similar strategy for the Mania Mode fight. Just, you'll notice that the order of characters is a little different. Instead of starting with Kratos and then swapping to Lloyd, I'm going to start with Kratos and then swap to Colette. The reason being is because on an Inherited Tech's playthrough, when Colette gets wings, she doesn't just get angel feathers. She gets every tech that she knows. Which means that, and Colette has a lot of moves that are very good against either really big enemies or multiple enemies. And the Guardian Wind is pretty tall. So, Ray Satellite, Stardust Cross, those will be very good moves. Now, Stardust Cross does cost quite a bit of DP for this early in the game, so I'm probably not going to use it very much. But, I want to at least showcase what Colette is capable of as a frontline fighter when you play as her, once she gets her wings. Up until now, Colette has kind of been a load on the team because, well, before she gets her wings, well, she can't heal. So, unlike Kratos and Rain, she isn't very good in melee, unlike Lloyd and Kratos, and she can't cast she can't do damaging spells at range, like Gina's can. And the best she can do is just throwing Ray Frost and Power Hammer at mid-range. And that's not very good. But once she gets her wings, she has a lot more at her disposal, and I will be taking advantage of that quite a bit from here on out. Because those fights earlier on where I complained about needing more crowd control, I'm gonna say I have a feeling that Colette is the best character when it comes to crowd control in the entire game, and I have a feeling you're gonna see why in a few fights. But for now, she's gonna be used to help deal with the Guardian after the fact, or after I beat the assassin with Kratos, who of course still has the aerial spell shenanigans. Though I'd like to not do that as much this time around because high hit count means over limit happens more frequently. And you noticed in the normal mode fight, Sheena, oops, I don't think it's a spoiler to call her that. Sheena did not go into overlimit during the normal mode fight, even though she can. I think that's because I was using small hit counts, just basic attacks and Demon Fang to keep her stunned. If I can do the same thing just with spell canceling, that will mean well, she will probably get into overlimit just because she has double health. She won't get into overlimit as much as she could if I was using a high hit count. Like, say, if I was trying to use the aerial spell combo. That taps out at 12 hits because when you chain aerial Stone Blast into aerial Stone Blast, along with the two basic 3-hit combo in the air, that's 12 hits, and you're doing almost as much damage using only basic attacks on the spell cancel combo. And if you were trying to do a high hit, if you're trying to use, say, Lloyd and using a bunch of sword rain techs, that'll also put her into overlimit really fast. So you want to do as much damage with as few hits as possible on enemies with overlimit, and Sheena is one of them. So that's my plan going into the Mania Mode version of the fight. Start with Kratos, use spell cancel combos and maybe the aerial spell Stone Blast if I need to, in order to deal with the assassin first, and then swap to Colette instead of Lloyd to deal with the Guardian. Speaking of Lloyd, I kept the same text that he has in the normal version of the fight, so Tiger Blade, Sonic Thrust, Sword Rain, and Tempest. But I also gave him Beast just because that really helps the crowd control, as the Mania Seal of Fire fight showed us. So I'm going to give him the option to link into Beast. With that out of the way, I think that's all I need to say for this. Actually, there's one more thing. For Colette's X skill setup, I still have Life Thief and Spirit Thief, but instead of Eternal, I have Sky combo here. I think, but don't quote me on this, I'm not sure. I think there's a compound unison attack. There's not a compound unison attack, sorry, a compound X skill that involves Sky combo and some of the other things that I have. But I'm not sure if that is or not. But still, Sky combo is going to help with mobility so that Colette can do some moves in the air. In case I need to do that to dodge an attack or something. That's all I want to say about the prep for the fight going in. I will see you in the battle. I'm gonna try this again. Something on my first try that I noticed. I'm not sure how the damage is going to. I'm not sure how this is going to affect my damage, but I'm gonna swap from the stiletto to the longsword because I think the stiletto's shorter reach is screwing with my combos. I'm gonna go with the longsword for the additional reach. Oh, since I have Colette on front lines already. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I still want Colette on L-range skills, but I'm gonna give her Ring Roland, give her Ray Satellite, and Parabol. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of, so I'm not sure how much of this is gonna be going in. In terms of techs, I've changed them around a little. Colette has more TP, so I can let her use level 2 moves more often. Instead of Ray Thrust and Pow Hammer, I'm gonna give her Ray Satellite and Parabol, so she can use them when she's an AI. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, that's fine. And in terms of equipment on... Alright. Oh, right. The first... Alright, when I first was going over the prep for the fights, for the Mania Mode fight, I did not talk about Rain's X skills. Instead of Spirit and Eternal, I've given her Speed Cast, which decreases the time she needs to cast First Aid, and Neutralizer, so just occasionally, if on the off chance Rain does get hit, there's a possibility she just doesn't take damage.
A wise decision. I won't be caught off guard this time. Prepare to die. Time to die! Are you okay?
Sword ring out of my sight.
Wait, why are you attacking Anne?
Are you okay? First aid. Sorry. Parabol! Ring whirlwind!
Tiger blade.
Are you okay? First aid. Sorry. Be careful. Parabol!
Work.
Are you okay? First aid. Parabol! Are you okay? First aid! Parabol!
Tempest.
Be careful.
Fire
seal. Sorry. Parabol! Are you okay? First aid!
No way.
Ray Satellite!
Sonic thrust.
Fire seal! Careful.
Scrat. Alright, infiltrate yourself.
Here.
Won't
Are
work.
you okay? Don't get in my way.
Fire seal. Sword rain.
Noodle. Sorry. Damn. First aid.
Okay. Void. There's one void orange gel. Colette.
You okay?
I'm gonna match up there on you.
Noodle.
Sword rain.
Take this.
Are you okay?
First aid.
First satellite. Raise satellite.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sonic
Ready?
thrust.
First
Raise
aid.
satellite.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Stardust rock.
There we go.
Are you okay?
That was deathless. And plus 10.52 grade. Yeah, this is definitely a much better fight. I am keeping this one. This has been Draco Flame 67 with the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. Next time, there's going to be a surprise.